Now, there are several different ways you can take care of Dark Link. Let's use this yet again. I'm not sure if I will need to use that immediately now for Ori's Wind, but I did activate it just in case. Basically, what I was going to get into here real quick, Dark Link is the mini-boss. I mean, that's not much of a surprise. Nothing should be a surprise to any players in this game, really, because it's been out for so long, it made so many sales. Again, I don't know what you were doing to not know some of the things about this game, other than that the glitches might surprise you, because that's not something a normal gamer does. And before someone says I'm not a normal gamer. Okay, now we can raise the water level. Excellent. Oops, I did not do the song properly. Wasting time. Oh well. But anyway, for Dark Link, I had the Biggoron sword, so essentially that is my ticket to defeating him quickly if I really wanted to. Yes! Even though that was like laggy, I was still able to beat that Tektite if I can get out of the water. There's been some weird, like, not so much like the glitches that I've been showing, like the good glitches, but just some like polygon graphical problems like that where I keep like getting either stuck in a certain place or something goes in a direction that I didn't intend to. I don't know if it's just because this is like an earlier version of the game. You know, since this is for the N64, it can't handle the awesomeness as well as the newer consoles. But at the same time, the newer console versions of this game remove the glitches that you can do on the N64 version, which is why I will always love it more than any other version of this game, period. Yeah, seriously, like, if you honestly ask me, hey, can I get you a game for Virtual Console? Legends Zelda Ocarina of Time is on there. I would be like, no thank you. I mean, yeah, I have it, and I do play it, but it's my least favorite version, despite being, like, graphically better, because it is more visually appealing to look at now, since it's cleaner looking and has a better resolution. But the glitches are gone, and that's what disappoints me the most. Not all glitches, but a lot of the easy ones, the ones that are pretty much like all of the, what is it that I'm trying to say? The ones where I'm doing, like, the textural, like, clipping through the walls, a lot of those are what got removed on this game in the newer releases of Ocarina of Time. Re-releases, I should say. And even the 3DS version got rid of some of them. But what is fun, I am a little more forgiving about the 3DS version because there actually are new exclusive glitches on that version of the game. Such as walking into Jabu Jabu's belly as a adult. That particular glitch is not new, but it was made much, much, much easier because there's like 1 pixel of ground that still lets you walk in as Adult Link. Now, I'm gonna try something here. I want to see if it's possible to do a ground jump to skip by these guys. If I can do it correctly. Let's try this again. Okay, put the bomb down. And put away your shield, or your sword. Okay, no, it is not possible. Oh boy. I really thought I could have skipped by, but I gotta do this the normal way. So, pretty much, guys, there are no glitches I can show in this temple. I am so sorry. The other glitch I tried to show, and why did I do that? That was very stupid of me. The other glitch that I could possibly have tried to show was a wall clipping glitch with the torches so that I can surface up to where the entrance of the temple was. This is what I was briefly talking about earlier. But for some reason I couldn't clip through with the lamp. Or not the lamp, the torch, and it involves the hook shot. I was just, like, you basically have to use Z targeting while using the hook shot, and I just could not get the timing like down to the punch very well, because it is like 1 frame perfect timing to be able to clip through where the lantern, or I keep saying lantern, the torch is at. And if you hear that in the background, for some reason my computer fan got very loud. Not much I can do about that, but at least I'm not dropping frames terribly, so it shouldn't be an issue. Why would I use the bow against them? Now I do want to use the bow against you, because I can hit you easier. Okay, now we'll get the hook shot out and get across these spikes. What do I have bottle-wise? Just one fairy. I guess I could bottle up another one if... Oh wait, I don't know that you get a fairy here yet. I do need magic, that's always nice. Oh, I know why they give you magic, because you can use Din's Fire pretty well. Now, I'm going to pretty much equip every single item that works against Dark Link. It's these three right here, and I also have the Biggoron sword equipped. Now, unfortunately, I am at a slight disadvantage. It's nothing big, but Dark Link has the same amount of health as what Link has. So since I have 14 hearts, he takes 14 hits with the Master Sword to defeat. So if I was to only have 10 hearts, Dark Link would have 10 health. If I had 20 hearts, which I don't know how I would have done that at this point in the game, Dark Link would have 20 hearts. That is basically my point. You don't want to Z-target him, because if you try to hit him... Oh, well, I got the Biggoron sword, so never mind the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, you can pretty much just butcher him with the Biggoron sword. I'll get the Master Sword out to show you briefly what I'm talking about. You never want to Z-target him and like normally hit him with the Master Sword, because as you can see, you can kind of get nowhere. And if you try to thrust at him, he basically just leaps on your sword. And after he's taken enough hits, he starts to attack you directly as well, and he will hit you when he jumps on your Master Sword. Okay, so, a strategy. You can use... Well, he hasn't quite taken up enough hits yet. The Megaton Hammer, but he has to be able to start attacking you. I've heard Deku Nuts work, and they do. Yes, Deku Nuts do work. As you can see, I'm able to stun him. So, for once, Deku Nuts actually do have a use, if you so desire. It seems to be terrible timing, though. Not Ferori's Wind. Din's Fire is another strategy. Because it will hit him no matter what. But, since I have the Biggoron sword, I am just going to do this. And goodbye. Now, that was taken care of much simpler because I had the Biggoron sword, but normally, without it, this mini-boss is, without a doubt, the hardest in the game. Because Dark Link pretty much mirrors your every move, and that's what can get in your way. And, finally, we don't have to deal with the hookshot's puny distance that it can travel, because we got the long shot now. Which I am heartily going to equip. Heartily, I tell you. Okay, let's get rid of Deku Nuts, because seriously, I'm never going to use them again that I'm aware of. Oddly enough, you can use them against the final boss, Ganon. And they do have a temporary use, basically. Basically, they don't, like, directly stun him, but they do, like, affect him in a way that opens up a window for you to attack him. It's weird how it works, but it's true. And yes, we have torrential water to worry about now. And I'm sorry if I'm not, like, sounding very enthusiastic right now, but I am just so, like, disappointed that there is nothing that I can clip through, or glitch, or manipulate on this temple that I could show you guys. I feel like I've let you down. And I know that sounds silly, but I seriously feel that way. Oh, you can get a fairy here, which I'm going to do. There's arrows in that jar, but there's the fairy in that one. So I will go ahead and grab. Okay, I do like to have multiple fairies if possible. Especially with certain bosses. And I cannot get that Skulltula. Oh well. Oh well, it's not a problem. Not a problem at all. I should have just swam across the water and got on the other ledge, but we can use the iron boots to get there without too much problem. Ah! No, we can't! Or can we? Yes, we might. We still have a chance. Yes! Sweet! Oh, I do need the bow. So much menu pausing. So yeah, this is basically what annoyed players, was the fact that you had to pause, unpause, pause, unpause, because you had to keep switching items, and the iron boots, and then regular boots. Iron boots, regular boots. Iron boots, regular boots. The annoyance of many players. Okay, Ferrari's Wind. Go back to the main room. And we are ready to go after the boss key. It's a shame that this is not Master Quest, because, well, technically you can do the same glitch on this version of the game as well, but Master Quest basically adds hookshot pillars, like, right beside the boss door, and because it does that, you're able to do a side hop and a jump attack to hit the loading zone, like, above the door, instead of requiring the boss key and entering it the normal way, which is pretty awesome. I wish I could do that on this version, but again, bomb hovering, and those pillars are not there on the N64 version. So I am sad. And because I've been taking damage and not healing, I do have a slight problem with hearts. With less hearts, I have less time for breathing underwater. Oh wait, I don't want to take these off yet. Because I need to get above using the hookshot target, and then I can go after the boss key. And I know I still have the iron boots equipped. I will take them off promptly. You could just ignore all the enemies. Seriously, screw them. Although, it's not a good idea that I am getting near the whirlpools. I don't advise that at all. Okay, why am I not able to get to the ledge? Diving is a terrible idea, too. Don't do it. Okay, there we go. Oh, no! No! And they're all after me now. Get away from the whirlpool. No! Yes, thank you. I'm like, yes, no, yes, no. But seriously, that was weird. Okay, get away from those guys. Oh, that was odd, but it worked out anyway. And we got these stingray, manta ray enemies back. Are they supposed to be manta rays or stingrays? Major lag there, that was very odd. Anyway, we're gonna push this block. Make our merry way so that we can get the boss key. And yeah, basically like I explained earlier, because I did the rooms in this order, thanks to using Ferrari's Wind, I was at least able to save the effort of having to gather an additional small key. And I wish they would stop attacking me, like, seriously. Okay, well, as long as they're not bothering me, I guess it doesn't matter. Wait. Okay, I seen it trying to leap after me. I don't want that to happen. Okay. At least there is one small consolation I can think of, since I was not able to do any glitches, and I have to get on the other side. Oh boy, I didn't think about this. There we go. Actually, I don't know why I'm really complaining, because I had to do this anyway. Seriously, make up your mind, are you gonna attack me or not? Okay, we're gonna rise the water, make our way up to the next room, and continue my story. There's one consolation, though, I was talking about, that I can still do, despite not being able to show glitches for this place. I don't know that you would necessarily call this a glitch, so I'm not going to label it that way. But basically, it involves my strategy with defeating Morpha, the boss. There is a way where I can pretty much take it out in a very, very small amount of time. And it'll make more sense once I get there, so I will actually save that strategy when I reach there. Okay, here's where the boss key is at. Well, not directly, there's still one room yet, and then I'll have the boss key. Okay, while I'm here, I do want to get that Skulltula, since it's just right there. And, wow, see that? Because I have so few hearts left, I have very little time to make my way through the rooms here. Okay, I don't think I need to defeat you, so I'm going to take off the boots and go up. Okay, good. And my last small key has been used, and voila! The boss key. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just use this fairy. I mean, I have two in a bottle. Oh, there is another one. Sweet, I can go ahead and bottle one. Never mind, I am going to end up using one. And I'm going to equip Ferore's Wind immediately, because I do not want to use the fairy after just catching it. That would be very sad if I did that. Suspenseful! When we got a boss key with the gem shaped like a skull. Okay, Ferore's Wind, and just make our way back to the beginning. Because I did this too, it made me warp right back up to the top floor, which is where the entrance to the boss room is at, so I'm glad I did that. Anyway, this temple was okay. I mean, I'm pretty much just about done with completing it, so I figure I'll go ahead and give my quick opinions on my run of it. I'm still disappointed I could not show off at least one small glitch. And wow, they're really giving you the fairies now. Since I have 4 bottles, why not just go ahead and bottle a 4th one? This is the most prepared you could possibly get for this boss fight. And in all honesty, I probably won't even need one fairy for what I got planned. Assuming things go my way, which so far they haven't, because I've been talking about this point repeatedly throughout the video. It makes it difficult that I can't show things properly. But anyway, in Master Quest, right before I walk through this door here, there's like 2 hookshot pillars on each side. You're able to hookshot onto them and then do a side hop, and you can kind of see like there's a graphical thing with the door there. Because the loading zone is actually like right up above the door. Because Master Quest had these pillars here, you're able to side hop and do a jump attack, and you could get right into the loading zone above the door very easily. You can do the same in this game, except there are no pillars, so instead you would have to do bomb hovering, which I cannot do properly. So, you're not going to see that from me. I'm sorry, guys. And yes, the water is not normal. It always does puzzle me. Like, if this is not supposed to be water, what is it supposed to be? Just like blue jelly, gel, slime? Like, I don't know what you would consider it. I do know it's an amoeba, because it's what Morpha is. I guess that would mean that Morpha is a single-cell organism, possibly? It's a bit big to be a one-cell organism, though, so I guess that wouldn't be correct. It is an amoeba, giant aquatic amoeba, Morpha, even though it was in Japanese. Okay, and here is how we will take out the boss quickly. Well, I will wait until the tentacle makes its way over my direction. And we will pull Morpha out, and we're going to stand here, and that did not go properly like I wanted it to. I swear, if I don't get this shown properly, I will be the most disappointed player in the history of video games. I guess I gotta try again, because Morpha did not come out the way I wanted it to. That's okay though, I'm able to get a better angle when the tentacle's this way. Okay. So basically, we're gonna do this. Oh! Morpha. Morpha, Morpha, Morpha. And thus begins my sadness, because I could not do this properly. Look out, tentacle. Okay, I'm gonna try this once more. No! Morpha, get back here! Okay, well, I'm not doing this. This is not working for me. I want to... Basically, here is my strategy. It is possible to lure Morpha into the corner where I'm standing at, but because I can't get Morpha to pop out of here properly... Oh, there. Here's my chance. There we go. That's how you want to do it. Even though I had the Biggoron sword and Morpha only took 2 hits, I don't care. I was at least able to show my strategy to some effect. Basically, you can trap Morpha in the corner and keep it from going back into the water/slime that it's composed of. I don't know what you call that blue jelly stuff. It's Phazon, that's what it is, for Metroid Prime. That's totally what it should be. But basically, yeah, you can trap Morpha in the corner, and you're able to take it out much easier just by keeping it stuck there. Because basically, the amoeba tries to hop back into the water after getting struck by the sword. And if you do things just right, unlike me, you can get Morpha stuck in the corner and try to do what I attempted to do. Alas, that didn't happen for me, though. What I do know is we've completed the water temple, so yay! When you get to this point of the game, you have like a satisfactory feeling. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but you just feel so happy that you're able to get through this many dungeons, and you're so close to finishing your quest to save all the sages. And hello, not blatant body parts. Yeah, basically Ruta confesses that she wants to give her eternal love to Link, indicating that she did actually state before that the Zora's Sapphire is basically the engagement ring. So she already stated as a kid she wants to get married with Link, as weird as that sounds. I'm assuming Morpha killed Ruto because we are still sticking with the theory that the sages are dead on this game. The only thing that doesn't make sense with the theory is if they're dead on this game, then why did the Master Sword get weakened on the Wind Waker when the 2 sages died? And of course that implies that there was only 2 sages in prayer to give power to the Master Sword. What's not to say that there was actually more than 2 sages on Wind Waker and it just didn't show it. Again, and why are they Earth and Wind Temple? Again, more questions. I should probably just shut up and completely ignore video game logic right now. But we saved Lake Hylia, and Sheik is impressed with our efforts. Again, I could be more enthused right now. The temple run that I tried to show for the water temple was so disappointing. I couldn't do anything right. And seriously, that does affect me. I wish I could have showed at least one thing properly. I sort of redeemed myself with the Morpha boss, but even that was still a pretty pathetic display of me. Hey, at least I didn't die to it, or get caught by its tentacles. That's what the most important thing is, I guess. Morpha is a bit trickier compared to other bosses in the other temples, because if you do get hit by Morpha's tentacles, you're pretty much dunskies, because Morpha does a pile of damage, especially with the tentacle grab. And you don't want to swim in the water, because if Morpha touches you, I think 1 heart of damage occurs just from physical contact of touching Morpha while it's in the water. But basically, with that said, we're going to shoot the sky, or the sun rather. Because why not? Yeah, the panel there pretty much says shoot the sun, the morning sun specifically. And when you hit it with an arrow, that happens. It is indeed possible to get the fire arrows before entering the water temple. There's really not much of a point, and I don't know why a scarecrow can appear here, but if I was to play the scarecrow song, it would appear in the green spot where Navi's standing. But like I said, there's no point to doing that, because you'd have to be like a really expert glitcher to be able to do it. The village is on fire. And this doesn't make sense, though. Like, it shows, okay, there's a few houses on fire in Kakariko Village, but, I mean, is there a point to this? Other than the fact that the monster comes out of the well? And did the monster cause the fires? Again, so many questions here that just don't seem to make sense. Fun fact, the monster that comes out of the bottom of the well, it didn't show it quite yet. You do need the Lens of Truth to see it. Basically, this is Bongo Bongo, and possibly many other spirits combined with it. But as you can see, it's purple on this version. Later versions of the game recolor it brown. I don't know why. But that is a little fact I thought I'd share with you guys. I guess because this is like mix of purple and black and it looks more devil looking? I don't know. Nintendo had some strange changes with their graphical things. Because even Morpha, I didn't bring this up with Morpha, but the boss has a strange texture pattern change on the newer versions of the game. Morpha looks a lot cleaner, number one, but it, like, you could see the polygon shapes around its many eyes or spots. I assume they were always eyes. I don't know if they are or not. But it never made sense, like with certain graphical changes, why that occurs. I think what I've heard with Morpha, though, is the reason it does appear different, it actually had nothing to do with Nintendo altering its design. It's just a graphical thing that occurs because it's on a newer console. If that's true, then it is kind of awesome, I will admit. Anyway, we got the Nocturne of Shadow. This is also a really good song. It is a more depressing song, though. And we totally needed that angle shot. But anyway, this song is... it just has a bit of a creepy... It is meant to be creepy, I guess, but the Nocturne of Shadow still has a pretty... it's a mix of scariness, and yet it's somewhat cool sounding, though, too. It's strange. I don't know how to describe it. It's one of a kind, though, that's for sure. And I do like the song for it. But, since Sheik disappeared, I actually want to check something quick. I do have 30 Skulltulas. So, with that said, I would like to go ahead and get my next rupee, or... well, it is rupees, but I meant to say my next Skulltula reward, which is an upgrade to the wallet. When you get 30 Skulltulas, you're able to get the Giant's wallet, allowing you to carry 500 rupees. And that's good, because I never did get the Zora's Tunic. Because, as you've seen when I showed the video, I'll go ahead and pause here to show you again quick. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I did get through the Water Temple without the Zora Tunic, so that is an accomplishment, I guess, in itself. But yeah, basically, since I glitched out the item that King Zora gives you after you defrost him, and got the, whatchamacallit, the frog's eyeballs, basically, for the trade quest, that means I did miss out on... I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm drawing a big blank here all of a sudden. Let me try explaining that again. Basically, I glitched out the item you get from King Zora so that I got the Eyeball Frog's ingredient for the trade quest. Meaning I skipped like 60 to 70% of that trade quest by skipping a bunch of items requiring you to trade back and forth with people. But that means I did miss out on getting the Zora Tunic by doing so. So at some point, if I really want to, I guess I could buy the Zora Tunic. I don't know that I'm really compelled to do it, but I might change my mind. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to enter the Shadow Temple, and you're probably trying to wonder, or maybe you don't wonder, because if you're good at paying attention, why am I entering it now and not going to the bottom of the well? Well, because I went to the bottom of the well at, like, part 7, I want to say, in the Let's Play. I'm pretty sure it was part 7. And I already have the Lens of Truth, so yay! Actually, though, I'm not going to continue on. I am going to stop the recording here. But till next time, this is ToadinWonderland, and I will be prepared to properly show glitches here in the Shadow Temple. See you guys next time.